Welcome back to Chukitibu Media. I hope you've heard the news that is going around on the conventional media and on the social media. It is still the news of Bobrisky, the arrest of Bobrisky. Bobrisky was arrested yesterday at Seme border, according to the information moving around. The immigration arrested him on the charge that he wanted to escape through Seme border to Cotonou, and from Cotonou to Ghana. That was the itinerary and my feelers. So after he was arrested, a press release was given by Immigration Service, and it reads, Nigerian Immigration Service intercept Idris Okuneye Bobrisky at Seme border whilst attempting to flee the country. In keeping with the commitment to secure the border, Nigerian Immigration Service NIS intercepted Okuneye Idris Olanrewaju, otherwise known as Bobrisky, at Seme border over an attempt to escape or to exit the country. Number 2, the service wishes to inform the public that Okuneye Idris is a person of interest over a recent issue of public concern. He is undergoing interrogation and will be handed over to the appropriate authority for further action. Number 3, the service assures the public that it will continue to be civil and professional in its statutory responsibility of manning the country's border. He signed DCIKT Udo, Service Public Relations Officer, Service Headquarters, Abuja, 21st of October 2024, signed off by Mr. Udo. So, Bobrisky has been arrested, but we need to ask ourselves pertinent questions. The question is this: why is Idris running away if he is not guilty of the offense label, on his doorstep? And what are the accusations? In my understanding, that he said EFCC collected money from him to drop charges of money laundering that they charge him with in the first place. Number 1. So if he is not guilty, why is he running away? Then the second thing, or the second offense, is that the prison service said they put him in prison. But Bobrisky came out in the audio released by the VDM that he was not in prison, but he was around the prison. So if actually he was in the prison, he should not just take to his heel and wants to run away if he's not guilty. He spoke in the audio confirming this, and severally on the social media like that, and on this channel as well. I posted his reaction, one of his reaction after he came back from the so-called prison. And you remember the committee set up by the House of Representatives. You know the outcome, because if you haven't heard the outcome, watch this.
Situation when Bobrisky was brought here, when you were in charge.
My name is Seme, Deputy Controller of Corrections, and the officer in charge medium at the time Bobrisky was brought here. On the 12th of April 2024, Bobrisky was brought here about 10:30 p.m. So as about that time, we cannot do the necessary documentations. So knowing his history as to whether he is a male or female, we decided to take a proactive action and to be security conscious. So I directed that he be given a single cell in the P ward, which is a privileged cell. So, and he was taken to P ward room 2 here, where we are. Now, the next day, which was the 13th, when we did the admission, he was taken to the medical. The doctor, Dr. Ifeoma Aloba, and the matron examined him and came out to say that he has a male organ. And
that aside, that I'm the one that's taking maximum.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I want you to tell us his condition when he was here how we fared according to how the rules of keeping inmates here safely should be observed.
Thank you, sir. My name is Adeyemi Olubenga, ASC Gwa. That particular day, we brought Bobrisky to this place. Many people did not know him before, but according to our job, we need to do the search to confirm the situation of him, maybe it's a male or female. And then as people are hearing the news that it's a female, it's a male, that's why for the safety of him, that's why he was brought to this particular.
The outcome of that committee was that Bobrisky was in prison. He wasn't outside the prison. I want you to listen to me carefully. Despite confirming that he was around the prison, not in the prison, in the audio, the first audio, the second audio. Now, ask yourself, why is the committee set up by the National Assembly now saying, yes, it is true that Bobrisky was in the prison? And I will remind you again, one of the officers of the prison service confirmed that their suspension or his suspension is just a social media suspension. They weren't even, suspended. We have two committees here. Remember, the Minister of Interior also set up a committee to look into this matter. And up until now, there is no result from this committee set up by the Interior Minister. The public is waiting to hear from Olubunmi Ojo. The result of that, committee is set up to look into the matter. The confession of Bobrisky against the prison service. We need to know that as well. Then the one from the House of Representatives also need to be known. We need to know the result of all these things. If actually Bobrisky doesn't have a hand behind the scene working for him, like he said, he has his own godfather doing all sort of things for him to absolve him from all this, all these cases labeled against him. And now VDM in this matter is the one being charged. And there was never a time that it was in the public sphere that Bobrisky is a person of interest, to the public. They didn't tell us. Nobody ever has heard of it that Bobrisky is being looked for. It's been called by the federal government because it was in all the committees set up by this, by the federal government or by the ministry. None of them was attended by Bobrisky. Maybe he wasn't even invited in the first place. But what will make Bobrisky to say he wants to run away? What is behind his mind? Why is he running away? What offense has he committed? And the angle of the Falanas also is there, and I want us to add that to it. Is he running away from the Falanas? Is he running away from the ministry? Where is he running away from? Who is he running away from? And I want to remind you as well that Bobrisky has denied that he didn't defame anybody. He did not defame the Falanas. So what really happened to this guy? I call him a guy, but then, because, Bobrisky, I don't know, can we call him she or he? But he's on his heels. So, I want a better understanding of what is happening to this guy. It's it's in the public right now. He's been arrested right now. Then the angle of the immigration service themselves. What is their own matter in this? Nigeria is so funny. It's so funny why we keep, moving things left and right like this. Case that is so straightforward. Case that's supposed to be, determined in the interest of the public. Why is it like this? Why are we messing around? Why are we massaging it? Because nothing has been said about this, the officials of the EFCC. And that's what concerns the public. It is not even Bobrisky himself. It is what is said about this service. What about the Minister of Interior? What concerns, the allegation labeled against them, against the prison service? These are the matters that concerns us, that concerns the public. Is this the normal way that these guys are, handling the assignment given to them by the government? Say by the people. Is this the way they're supposed to carry out their procedure? Not keeping people in prison when they're supposed to be in prison, but it's just a known fact anyway. If you listen to FIJ, Fisayo Suyombo, his opinion about this is on this channel as well. And our able lawyer as well, if you listen to him, they all confirm, even Baba Falana himself confirmed this, that's a VIP section or something like that. Should there be something like this? These are the things that concern the public that we're supposed to be talking about, not Bobrisky himself. Everybody's shouting Bobrisky, like he said in his own audio as well on Instagram. Everybody's shouting Bobrisky, Bobrisky, Bobrisky. What about the other people? What about the organization? What about the institution? It is the institution we're talking about here. The institution, when you have a good institution, a standard in this institution, there will be less corruption in the society. When there's no eye service, when there's no status, in front of the law, if the law covers everybody, if everybody is equal before the law, then it's okay. There won't be cheating anywhere. There won't be eye service anywhere. So that is what we want the government to address. We don't want them to address Bobrisky. Leave Bobrisky out of this one. He has said his own beat. And what I know is that anybody that has problem, anybody that has business with Bobrisky, if you have to come together and have something in secret or in open, be you a friend of Bobrisky of any or an associate of Bobrisky, know that you're going to run into trouble very soon. Know that you're going to run into a big problem very soon, because the character Bobrisky is not a good character. This is not the character. Even according to the law of the land in Nigeria, what he's practicing will definitely put him in trouble, for sure. In front of his creator, he's going to be in trouble. So if you associate with him, if you do any business together with Bobrisky, you're going to run into trouble. Your future will be destroyed. So now he is on his own. Bob is on his own now. Let me give you some comments from the social media, what people are saying, so that at least let's have the feeler of the public. I have one here, and the person said immigration went straight. He is undergoing investigation. Oh, he is undergoing interrogation. Emphasis on E, and the guy laughed. Another person wrote, he said, nobody is calling Mommy of Lagos again. Idris, there is time for everything. This is what the man said. Then another person said, immigration, they happy, say then manage do something so that they can be recognized. Always, Idris, don't show Bob, Shaggy this season. Note, once Nigeria is ready for you, even your friends will become your enemies. May Nigeria not happen to us, the lady wrote. And another person also wrote, he said, Seme border, where we say, from Badagry enter Seme, gone, you go meet over 100 police and custom checkpoints. So the man laughed, that's what we're saying, we're just doing a kind of costumistic service when you see our uniform men. Is it for that, or is it for just the small fries, not for the big guys? Anyway, thank God immigration didn't collect bribe and let him or her disappear. That's what another person said. This one passed his godfather. That's what another person said. Aloma won't play street move. That's another one. This guy's time is up. He really needs to change and turn around for good. That's what another person wrote. So another person also, VDM customer. That's what another person wrote. He said, Baba won Tuama. So that's what another person wrote. And here I have again, he or she should try escape through Zambiza forest. That's what this man wrote. And another person wrote, said, Wahala for this man called Bobrisky. My advice to him, after all, is trouble. He should repent and move on. with brotherhood lifestyle. So let me stop there, and I want you to put your own comment in the comment section. Let me know what you feel. All the questions that I ask in my talk, in my monologue, I want you to, come up, give me your own opinion, and let us discuss about it. This is Chokitable Media. Thank you for listening, and bye for now.